Hello guys and welcome to PendulumEdu and thank you for joining in this session. I have Deepika, Rahul, Exam Crack, Ruhi. I thank you guys for joining in and welcome. So here again a fresh morning and a fresh session with you guys for vocabulary I'm going to have with you guys. Hariom has also joined us and he says Buenos dies and I'm not aware of what does this mean, but maybe it's good morning or hello or which language is Hariom I wish to know. So yes, let's begin with the session guys for today. I hope the last session that we did, you have attended it. Yes, indeed. I guess Deepika was not there. Hariom was not there, but Ruhi, Rahul and Exam Crack were there. So guys, let's begin with today's session. Also guys, I hope you guys have subscribed to PendulumEdu Defense, the channel that we've come up, and we're running a crash course for upcoming serious exam in February first week. So if you guys are preparing for it, you guys should definitely watch those and join those sessions as well. All the sessions are live. Okay, Hariom. Good morning in Spanish. Okay, in Spanish we'll take A and not E. Spanish. Alright? Okay. Okay, Ruhi. Vivek, good morning and thank you for joining in. Alright, so let's begin guys with the session, and the article for today heads as update debate. What is meant by update debate? And we have to, we need to guess this thing. Update debate on what thing we're talking about and what is the update, what updation has to be made in the sort of debate that we're talking about, in context of the debate. WhatsApp and privacy is the debate. इन दोनों के ऊपर चर्चा हो रही है, इसी को लेके अपडेशन की ज़रूरत है. That the privacy measure should be more better in like the ways it were as of now. Okay, privacy of citizens is too important to be left to the business practices of digital companies. Now they said the privacy of citizens is too important to, they could two and two when used together. Two and two, see, too important to be left मतलब negative context होगा. इतना important है कि आप उसको business practices के या फिर digital company के ऊपर उनको पूरा का पूरा आप security या privacy छोड़ नहीं सकते. Sorry. Okay. WhatsApp's decision to delay the update of its privacy policy following a backlash from its user. Backlash is a noun. Backlash is noun. It means a negative response. ठीक है, जैसे एक झटका लगता है जिसको हम प्रतिक्रिया कहते हैं. किसी का जो रिस्पॉन्स आता है बट वो नेगेटिव रिस्पॉन्स होगा. ठीक है, दैट इज बैकलैश. So first WhatsApp delayed the updation of the privacy policy, then people reacted to it. Okay, there was a reaction from its users. Okay, update is yes to refresh. That's correct. Update is to refresh. I guess this is well understood. This is something that you all know. Okay, good morning Vishali, good morning Ami Ma'am, good morning. Yes Rahul, backlash is a negative response, and if you guys remember we have done this word earlier as well. Okay, alright. Now, so there was a backlash from its users. This thing is an implicit acknowledgement of the increasing role played by perceptions about privacy in the continued well-being of a popular service. Now, is an implicit acknowledgement. Implicit is an adjective which means it is an unclear. It is not a clear acknowledgement. It is something that is unclear. Hindi में कहते हैं अस्पष्ट. So it is an implicit acknowledgement of the increasing role played by perceptions about privacy. What is perception, guys? Perception is noun subject, and they say perception is the way, or the act of thinking or perceiving things or looking at something, जैसा आपका नजरिया है. Okay, so here the role played by perception about privacy in the continued well-being of a popular service, this is something that is not clearly accepted or acknowledged. Okay, so देखो भाई, जो privacy को लेके सबका अलग अलग perception है. People have different perspectives and the increasing role played by these perception कि हर व्यक्ति अलग सोच रहा है. And see, it is because of the basic or the normal citizens, humans like us, general people. We are talking about our privacy. There are people who have something really more important, like the documents and data, everything that has been shared on WhatsApp. So this acknowledgement that has been made when it comes to privacy, it has been implicit. It is not clear yet. Okay. Rahul says explicit is clear and implicit is unclear. Yes, Rahul, that's correct. That's correct, Rahul. Nazariya, yes, perspective is Nazariya. Yes, Rahul, you have already told us that that's apt. Very nice. So Rahul has given us the meaning of, I guess, all the words that we've discussed until now, whether it's backlash, update, perception, implicit, all the words. Good going. Okay. Further, the writer adds, problems for the Facebook-owned app started earlier this month when it announced an update to its terms of service and privacy policy, according to which users would no longer be able to opt out of sharing data with Facebook. Like, they will have to share the data with Facebook. We cannot opt out if we're using WhatsApp. So this is something not at all acceptable. Like, why, if you want to share something on WhatsApp, why would it go to Facebook, right? So this is something that we don't want. Samir, backlash, I have written here, see, a negative response, Samir. Backlash is a negative response. Hindi में हम कहते हैं प्रतिक्रिया. Okay? यहाँ पर बैकलैश यूजर्स से आया था, उनका नेगेटिव रिस्पॉन्स था प्राइवेसी पॉलिसी को लेकर. ओके समीर? Alright. Further, the writer states, February 8th was kept as the deadline for the new terms to be accepted. Now, this was kept as a deadline that all the new terms in the policy that have been released, they have to be accepted and nobody can, back out. We all have to accept it. Okay, Samir, got it. Alright. This triggered a mass exodus from WhatsApp. Now, mass exodus is a noun which means the exit or a sudden exit. कहते हैं ना, एक तरीके से सब लोग छोड़कर चले गए. जैसे for example, when a movie gets over, there is a sudden exodus or there is an exodus from the theatre. Okay? That is exodus. जब सब लोग एक जगह से भीड़ एक साथ निकलती है, that is exodus. So what happened, because of all this, people dropped and they opted out of WhatsApp, the likes of which it has never encountered. And not even in the aftermath of the Cambridge Analytica scandal. Aftermath, what is aftermath, guys? It is noun subject. What is aftermath? Vishali says backlash is the gap between two gear teeth. Vishali, are we anywhere we're talking about gear teeth in this article? How can backlash mean the gap between two gear teeth? This is one of the meanings of backlash, but there are multiple meanings of backlash, and in the context of the article that we are doing, backlash means a negative response, something that comes as a response from the other side. Exodus is noun. Yes, exodus is noun and the spelling is EXODUS, Samir. Not exodus, but exodus. Okay? Rahul, aftermath. Are you answering for aftermath? Aftermath is the consequences. you know, later whatever the impact or the effect is there, that is the aftermath. So this is what it says, that the result जो कि you know response आता है बाद में, जो परिणाम होता है. So the writer says that, okay Rahul, okay. So but use proper terms. What are you using? The way you have described the meaning is not appropriate, Rahul. I'm really sorry for that. Yes, now it's correct. Result. Okay. So the writer says, or the author says that this Facebook, you know, WhatsApp, these you know social media platforms, they haven't even wondered that this might happen or this might take place, that people would drop out. This did not even happen when it took to Cambridge Analytica scandal, which did bring a lot of bad press to its parent company, or when the messaging app's co-founders called it quits a few years ago. So there was this scandal wherein, even in this scandal, when Cambridge Analytica scandal took place, there was nothing, you know, it was way bigger, or it was way intense than it is now, but things didn't happen at that moment. So people did not expect that these such things, or people would drop out from WhatsApp, would happen at the moment. Okay, so this is something that is uncertain. Okay, Wahi, all right, okay. The WhatsApp policy update has clearly spooked many users. What is spook, guys? Spook ka past form is spooked. What is spook, guys? What is spook? The WhatsApp policy update has clearly spooked many users. What do we mean by spooking or spook? Okay, if nobody knows, I'm going to let you know, guys. Spook means to horrify. Okay, किसी को डराना. ठीक है, नहीं बोलना नहीं, not speak. Hariom, it's not about speaking, it's about spook is related to fear. Okay, to make someone feel afraid or to horrify someone, that is spook. So this update has for many users, people like people like us, like WhatsApp users, they are afraid now, who concerned about their privacy getting compromised, have shifted to alternative platforms such as Signal and Telegram. So people are now moving from WhatsApp to Signal and Telegram. Yes, you can say that it's like blackmail, but Vishali, here they're not blackmailing them. Okay, they're not blackmailing. There's nothing as such. If people wish to quit, they are quitting. There's no blackmailing, but yeah, the update has definitely petrified people. Petrified, that means unko डरा दिया है. Okay, spook means horrify. Yes, Sami, that's correct. In recent weeks, according to media reports, messaging app Signal has topped the App Store charts in India and many other countries. Interestingly, WhatsApp uses the same end-to-end encryption protocol as Signal. Encryption protocol, that is wherein the information changes to codes. The process, encryption is noun. This is the process wherein the information or data changes to the code. Okay. Okay. So Signal is the app that has topped the charts, and people are using it as an alternative to WhatsApp. Not just in India, but in many other countries. Okay. Are you guys aware of Signal and Telegram? So Signal I wasn't aware of. But now that WhatsApp has come into news, all of this, now I'm aware of Signal also. Okay, Rahul says Signal or Telegram use ho raha hai. Okay, Rahul. Alright. Moving ahead, the writer says, an under fire WhatsApp on its part has tried to allay fears. Allay is a verb which means to reduce. Allay means to reduce fears about privacy being compromised because of the updates. Okay. अभी क्या हो रहा है, व्हाट हैड व्हाट्सएप कम अप नाउ, जस्ट ट्राइंग कि लोगों का डर जो है वो उसको कम करे, अपडेट पॉलिसी को जो लेके सबके मन में एक तरीके से जो डर बैठ गया है उसको कम करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं अब. ओके, वैशाली says yes I downloaded Signal. ओके वैशाली, end to end, एक पॉइंट से दूसरे पॉइंट तक समीर जैसे मैंने किसी को मैसेज भेजा है अगर, तो मेरे एंड से दूसरे एंड तक जो मैसेज जा रहा है उसको, उस इंफॉर्मेशन या डेटा को कोड में चेंज करना, दैट इज एंड टू एंड एनक्रिप्शन. ओके समीर, आई होप इट्स क्लियर नाउ. ऑलराइट, आगे बढ़ते हैं अभी. Further, the writer adds, it has put out numerous messages and taken out advertisements to convey that the message, convey that is to inform. Convey is a verb, किसी को बताना या समझाना कोई चीज. To convey that the changes are related to optional business features on WhatsApp and provides further transparency about how we collect and use data. Transparency is noun, that means the clarity. The clarity. That means pardarshita. Okay. So they say that it provides the clarity that is needed for the data that we use. It is going to provide the clarity, and it also tells that the business features are optional. Okay. So it is now trying to cover it, like whatever has happened, now it's trying to cover it up. Hariom says an under fire WhatsApp. Okay, Hariom, under fire. This is an adjective. देखो क्या हुआ है अभी, सब अगर उसको छोड़ते जा रहे हैं तो क्या हुआ है, वो अभी लोअर लेवल पर आ गया है, वो एक तरीके से सबमिसिव स्टेट में आ गया है. Till now, WhatsApp was on the top, like Signal is topping the charts. WhatsApp used to top the charts. Now it has gone in a more submissive state, and that is why we're saying that WhatsApp now is in under fire state. Okay? पहले तो आग अगर आग में होता है, जैसे हम कहते हैं ना, you are on fire, which means you are on the top, you are in news, you are like the best. Under fire, you're not the best now. There's someone else dominating and you have got submissive. Okay. Hariom, is it understood now? Okay, alright. Moving ahead. Millions of business interactions take place every day on WhatsApp. This is something really true. Every day people interact and their business dealings are taking place on WhatsApp. Sameer says under fire means, yes Sameer, somewhere you can say somewhere which is something that is in critical condition, that too in the low phase. When a particular person or an organization is in its low phase, ठीक है, that moment we say that's under fire. और जब अच्छे phase में होती है तो on fire. Okay? Alright. So millions of business interactions take place every day on WhatsApp, and the new privacy updates are supposedly to make these easier, while also enabling personalized ads on Facebook. Now there are personalized ads also, and it's trying that whatever privacy updates it has come up, it is trying to make it easier. After all this, WhatsApp has pushed the updates to May 15. Now the update will take place on May 15. This is what it has, delayed it. The change will ultimately be inevitable. Inevitable is an adjective, guys. Inevitable. Who can give me the meaning of inevitable? Anybody here? Inevitable, guys. Who can give me the meaning of inevitable? The change will ultimately be inevitable. Trying to explain and trying to give me the meaning. Inevitable. Okay, if you guys are not aware, I'm going to help you out. Guys, inevitable. Ajay. Ajay, what? Rahul, I didn't get it. Inevitable means something that is unavoidable, जिसको आप होने से रोक नहीं सकते. Not avoidable. Yes, Sameer. Unavoidable, not avoidable. अनिवार्य है, जो होगा ही, आप उसको रोक नहीं सकते. Given that WhatsApp bought by Facebook for a whopping means huge. Whopping भी adjective है, huge, बहुत बड़ा whopping means. ठीक है, ये अभी दूसरी बार आया है अब तक इसी मंथ, जनवरी के ही एक आर्टिकल में ये वर्ड था. This is for the second time that whopping has come up. Whopping means very big, very large. So it was whopping $19 million, and they having subsequently given up plans to charge its users. Okay, so there are plans wherein the users will be now charged for using this. Would be letting on its handling of business interactions to make it big monies. People are now trying to make more money and they want to be big monies. Okay. Even then, it cannot force these changes on its users in Europe. For Europe's stringent general data protection regulation, stringent is an adjective. What does stringent mean? Stringent means strict. Stringent means strict. So for Europe, stringent general data protection regulation, more popularly called GDPR, prevents such sharing between apps. So here, wherein business dealings are there, but GDPR for Europe, they are so strict that they do not allow such sharings on WhatsApp or between apps. Users there are in control of the data much more than anywhere else in the world. So it's all about Europe. So Europe is the most developed one when it comes to the data protection regulations. Yes, Rahul, you are correct. Again, strict. Stringent is strict. I'm impressed today. Very nice, guys. So Europe, now again, current affair के perspective से याद रखिए, Europe data protection के उसमें सबसे ऊपर है in the entire world. So in the entire world, it is Europe that is on the top. Okay? चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. Writer adds in the last that India could do with such a law, or all it has is a draft version of a law, and it has been so for a few years now. So it says that okay, India could do with such a law, like it can manage, it can like get over it, it's nothing much of thing. All it has is a draft version of a law, and it has been so for years now. Nothing has been done, it is in the draft version. Privacy of a billion citizens is too important a thing to be left just to the practices of commercial enterprises. We cannot leave our privacy in their hands. It is definitely going to be disastrous. It will be reassuring. Reassuring is a word which means it will be, relaxing or trying to convince or gain confidence. तो उनको सहमत करने की कोशिश करेंगे, उनको reassure करने की कोशिश करेंगे by a strong law. They will guarantee that there will come a strong law to help them. Rahul, see, government, I don't know what government is doing. So that is another update debate that the government also needs some updation. So yeah, that is some other thing to talk about, but you are right. Okay, so here we're talking about the entire WhatsApp update thing, and this is the update debate that's going on as of now, and there are alternatives available in the market that you guys can opt for. So here are the top 5 words, guys, and now that you guys know the meaning of all these words, I want you guys to quickly answer. And I want each one of you to give me the answers, guys. I want each one of you to give me the answer. Okay? I'm waiting for your responses, and I have whopping, which is an adjective. I have implicit, which is again an adjective. aftermath is noun, exodus is noun, spook is verb. अच्छा, spook ना noun भी होता है. हमने जो पैसिव आर्टिकल में किया है वो एज अ वर्ब किया है. स्पूक एज अ नाउन होता है घोस्ट, भूत. भूत को भी स्पूक कहते हैं. ओके. राहुल सेज वॉपिंग इज ह्यूज. दैट्स करेक्ट राहुल. हरिओम वेरी लार्ज, करेक्ट. स्पूक इज हॉरिफाइंग. यस, टू हॉरिफाई, किसी को डराना. वेरी वेरी नाइस. वैशाली, करेक्ट. अनक्लियर, इम्प्लिसिट इज अनक्लियर. हरिओम, दैट्स करेक्ट. Aftermath is results, correct. Very good guys, very good. You just left with exodus. सारा कुछ आपने आंसर कर दिया है. देश पूरा सेल करवा दिया. Right. Vashali. Okay, implicit is unclear. Okay, and we're left with exodus, exit. Hariom, that's correct. Exodus is exit. And to horrible नहीं, horrify. Horrible तो होता है बेकार. Horrify, डराना. That is spook. Okay. Thank you, Uma Shankar. Aftermath is result or consequence. That's correct, Rahul. That's correct. So I hope you guys have answered all of it. Like all the words have been answered, and all the words that we have done, guys. The list is there on the site, and the link for the list is given in the description below. You have all the words there, synonyms, antonyms, and example sentences. Do not forget to go on that list. Okay guys, so here I'm going to finish up the session for today. Thank you each one of you guys for joining. Okay, Rahul says exodus एक बार और समझा दीजिए. देखो, आर्मी माई एम ने फिर से कहा exodus means exile of mass. एग्जिट ऑफ मास मतलब बहुत सारे लोग जब एक ही जगह से एक साथ एग्जिट करते हैं, उस चीज़ को हम एग्जोडस कहते हैं. जैसे जब आपका स्कूल, हमारा स्कूल ओवर होता था तो हम सारे एक साथ गेट से बाहर भागते थे कि स्कूल ओवर हो गया, हम सब वेट करते थे घर जाने का. दैट वाज एग्जोडस. ओके राहुल. वैशाली, implicit is something that is unclear. देखो क्या होता है, काफ़ी चीज़ें ऐसी होती हैं जो बिना बोले ही समझ ली जाती हैं, उनको implicit कहा जाता है. सेकेंडली, ऐसी चीज़ जो कि स्पष्ट तरीके से नहीं समझाई गई है, क्लियर तरीके से नहीं समझाई गई है, that is implicit. So वो unclear चीज़ होती है जो implicit होता है. Is it okay, वैशाली? Okay, Rahul says okay. Vishali, implicit is understood now? Alright, okay Vishali, great then. So, thank you guys, thank you so much ma'am. I'm saying ma'am. Thank you so much for joining, and I shall see you guys tomorrow with the next article and new words to discuss. Till then, keep learning and growing, and not to forget to share the video with your friends and like it. Thank you guys. Goodbye.